Mo. Mo. Mo.
Got milk.
So, yeah, you got milk. So, I swear to God, guys, I'm not a cow. I don't know what happened. Help me. But let's just start off the show and say, what are we talking about today?
Got milk. Today, I'll keep the Geek Bros podcast, episode 157. We've got Star Wars Celebration 2022 recap, Summer Game Fest 2022 recap, The Boys Season 3 review thus far, Obi-Wan Kenobi series hot take, the new PS Plus is already having issues, Miss Marvel series review thus far, trailer reactions for Star Wars Andor, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Star Wars Bad Batch Season 2. And open mic. Are Star Wars fans racist? All this and more in this week's episode. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, keeping up with the Geek Bros.
Yes. Keeping the Geek Bros podcast. I'm vibing. With me is some CGI like freaking cow, allegedly man, and we are the hosts of Keeping the Geek Bros, a family podcast, allegedly. All right, Mr. Cow,
Panda,
or Mr. Panda. You look like one of those secret characters from Kingdom Hearts.
Panda. So, tell me, what's going on with the Geek Bros?
Well, I'm still working on the Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness review. That's a 45-minute raw footage that I have to edit down. I'm trying to make it less than 20 minutes, which is half the friggin' episode. It might have to be a part 1 and part 2. And I said this before, but with these long episodes, they take a lot to work out. And you have to understand, I cut the raw footage out, but then I add clips and comedic timing, and it goes right back to the same length. Do you guys want to listen to a 40-minute review of Doctor Strange? Let us know. Also, what's new? Man, or Mr. Panda hoodie, dark hoodie guy. You have added a new social media to our repertoire. Why don't you tell the people where to find it and what it is?
Yes, guys. Hi. We are now ticking on the ticker of the talkers. I'm a ticker of the talker. I'm a ticker on the TikToker. There you go. Yes, you can find us on TikTok. Yay! Flashbang. At Geek Bros with a 0. You can pretty much find all of the same synergy with the zero counts.
So GEKB or 0S.
Yes. I hate not being able to see my eyes.
What are you posting so far on? What do they need to know that's being posted so far?
You can pretty much find all of the same information and all the same videos that we've posted everywhere else, or I say I post. With the exception of we're going to start doing little snippets here and there of hot takes and reviews, short little videos that we're going to put on exclusively on TikTok.
Yes.
So if you want to see that, you'd have to go on TikTok. If not, let me know. If you want me to, cut and chop and screw and put stuff around, everywhere else, let me know. Wherever you guys want me to post stuff and do stuff at.
I think for right now, just to promote TikTok, and we're gonna do what's called Geek Bros hot takes. We're gonna just do, basically, it's what we do here on the podcast, but a little bit more detail. You see our face. It may be one of us by ourselves, maybe both of us. It depends on what it is. Basically, it's our way of being able to react to, or at least talk about what's going on, even faster than just a weekly podcast. So the idea is any issue that pops or anything that we want to discuss, boom, throw it up there, do a hot take. Could be a minute, could be a few minutes, drag and drop, very minimal editing, maybe an outro and an intro. And it's basically just going to be our unfiltered first take on whatever it is that we saw, watched, or heard on geek culture. I've been wanting to do this for a long time with the previous cast, but this actually, it's going to be kind of similar to the reaction videos that we used to put on YouTube. It's something right in that vein, but the reaction videos had rules. It had to be more than 2 people. It had to be more than 2 people. And that's why we didn't do a lot of reaction videos. Hot takes now, it can be just me or Man, and it'll be fun. I think you guys should look forward to it. I'm currently going to be working on the template for it, and we'll see. So look for it. Geek Bros Hot Takes only on our TikTok. Jen, what's on your mind? Give me some good news.
Let's see what's on my mind. Again, loving my new schedule. Things have been a lot more greener on this side of the fence, as they say.
I know that's right.
It's just it's so great having so much more time with my kids, especially. I mean,
I know they appreciate it.
They love it, man. Like they for me to say, hey, Friday nights is movie night, that's what we're doing Fridays. They're so excited because they know what they're getting into. They know they're going to watch a movie. They're going to get a bunch of pizza. They might get some wings. They might get some snacks. They're excited. They love Fridays now. Fridays are their favorite thing, and that's the best thing in the world for them, which is great for me.
By the way, he stole that from me for my Friday movie nights. I developed that.
I did not steal anything from you, sir. Okay, this was an idea that I was never allowed to put together because of my stupid work hours before. So that's just, it's parenting 101. Okay, first of all. Second of all,
and I invented that, so just throwing it out there.
Oh, you give me your book then, bitch.
I've given you a link to it all the time.
Oh yeah. You give me a link to something. Anyway, so
Quiddies Interactus.
Sausage link. So yeah, I'm enjoying the new schedule. I'm enjoying what it's bringing so much more time with my girls, my kids. They're the world to me. They mean everything to me, as should be with any other parent. As far as everything else, like I said, I've been super busy with the commentary and the social media stuff. So if you guys
which is on fire, by the way, give this man a round of applause. It's on fire.
Yeah. So if you guys
never seen this actor before, this man's got time on his hands.
If you guys, if you've been following us, you see there's a lot of stuff on there. I'm again just trying to bear with us. There's a bunch of stuff that we're going to bring up in the next couple of topics. There's a bunch of stuff to post. So if you haven't seen it, it's coming. It just give me some time.
That's what she said.
It's a lot. Plus, I gotta figure out how the algorithms work for all the social media websites, because if you post too much, it could get spammy, and that creates an issue for the accounts. So we definitely don't want that to happen. Plus, I'm still figuring out what exactly they're allowing me to use and how long they're allowing me to use certain things and certain content. So I'm still trying to figure that out. And once I get it all together, everything will be done in a timely fashion. It's just the two of us. So bear with us.
The two of us.
Yeah. Weird
it's
making
true.
It because we're trying.
No, but it's working. It's working. I mean, all things considered, with all the different shakeups, we're kind of settling back into a nice groove again, minus the last 2 weeks. And of course, I'll explain that to you when I get to what's going on with me. But carry on.
Other than that, like I said, just been busy posting and enjoying my job, enjoying my work, enjoying what I'm learning, enjoying life to a point. I'm having a beer. I haven't had a beer in a long time, and this is my second one. I'm loving this.
I can tell.
I don't know where McDonald's is, but I'm loving this. As far as that is concerned, that's all I have to report. We're in July. Next month, there's something going on next month.
There is. Oh, Love and Thor.
No, that's next week. Well, we're not in July yet. Sorry. I don't even know where I'm at. No, but that is still next week. It's next Friday. Your son's party.
It's August.
Is not August after July. Never mind. I'm drunk.
Awesome. So with me going on, and this dovetails into why we haven't had a post in the last 2-3 weeks, and that's my fault. And I wouldn't say fault. It wasn't my fault. It was a creative decision. It was the last week of my summer semester for my survey of mathematics class, which I absolutely aced. I got 100, a 95, and 100 on my 3 tests. I'm just waiting for my response.
You cheated.
What I hit probably allegedly. Don't quote me. But yeah, it was the last class I needed to graduate, and so I decided to take about 2 weeks to really focus. And so video production was not the priority. If I had time, I would have. If I didn't, I just couldn't do it. So Luckily, I passed. Well, I mean, I haven't got my grade yet. That's disrespectful. So no, but anyways, that was the problem. So I had that classes finished now. So I will have plenty of time available now to reconvert. I still have one film class that I'm absolutely loving, by the way, on Thursdays, but it's not gonna be an issue. But I have officially completed my final class for my AAS degree. So we'll see what happens. Am I going with more schooling? I don't know. All I do know though is that I finally can say I've accomplished something. So that's it. Also dovetailing, I've been planning, and I don't know how anybody does this, party planners, whatever. It's the most aggravating thing in the world. I am planning and have been planning my son's 18th birthday extravaganza, 1920s aesthetic per his choice, for August 20th. So I've been in between school and a little bit of studio and work. I've been trying to figure out how to plan this thing, which Man has not RSVP to yet, by the way. And
my fault. Yeah, I'm coming.
Good. So yeah, so that's gonna be fun. And I've got to edit the assets. I got to create a guest list and all those other things. I'm beyond stressed when it comes to this thing. And it was a good idea at the time, but I didn't realize how much would go into this, both time, planning, and money. I didn't think it through when I agreed to do this. I'm making it work, but I'm not making anything else work, that's for sure. So so yeah, that's what I've been working on. That's what's on my mind. So yep, let's move on to without further ado, episode 157 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast. It's the right thing to do. Let's move on to the fresh scent. Geek Brews, Jesus Christ. Geek Bros approved movies and series of this week. I did not drink a thing yet. Man.
All right, so check it out. Yes, we've been out for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't even know. It's been a while.
It's 2 weeks. I think it's been 2 weeks. I'm looking at it right now. 156 came out. Where's the date?
6. I think it's early June. To be honest,
it was.
So it's been almost 3 weeks. But
holy crap! It came out June 6th.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we haven't had a podcast since June 6th.
3 weeks. So I'm not gonna go down.
6th?
Yes, June
6th.
6th.
That's 21 days ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Oh shit! My bad,
okay.
guys.
It's okay.
I had school.
Life happens. It's okay.
Wow.
Life happens. Don't do it again, and we'll kill you. So I'm not gonna go down the list of what we already released and what's going on. So I'm just gonna give you a quick synopsis of what's gonna happen this week. First off, we're gonna start with series. First series review, or first series that I got coming out is June 28th, which is tomorrow, on Hulu. It is Only Murders in the Building. It stars Selena Gomez, because we love her, Martin Short, and Steve Martin.
Isn't it season 2? Right? There was
yes,
season 1. Season 2. Okay.
This is season 2 starting tomorrow. I would have posted this a while ago. I completely missed this. I didn't even know they were coming out with a season 2. So this is completely my fault.
Is this Geektastic news? Is this a Geektastic series?
I mean, listen, I like the first season. I watched it.
You watched it? Wow.
Yeah, I watched it. I give it a thumbs up because what it is you should
do a hot take on it. Shut up.
But I'm going to give you a synopsis of what it was.
Right. Do a hot take on that. That's right.
Okay.
We gotta drive traffic to the tiki talk.
Okay, tiki talkers. Tiki talkers. So that starts tomorrow. Season 2 begins tomorrow.
Geek Bros hot takes.
Yes, hot takes coming.
Hot takes. Geek Bros hot takes.
The next day, Thursday. Thursday? No, that's not Thursday. That's Wednesday. I'm sorry. Wednesday, Baymax. Another return.
Hell yeah!
Big Hero 6. Baymax. If you watch the Big Hero 6 Pixar's movie on Disney, that
was a cute movie. I like that movie.
They're coming out with another series. It starts again on Disney Plus. Begins streaming this Wednesday.
You said another series. There's a series before that.
There was another series before that on
about Big Hero
Disney
6?
XD. Yeah. This is their second series, so hopefully this does better than the first one, because why make another series? I don't know, but it's Disney. Who cares?
Because they need to drive content. That's why they need content.
Right.
The subscriptions content.
I guess that's what we do. So why not? Content. Panda.
And we don't have budget.
No, we don't. And this Friday, the long-awaited last two final episodes, season finales to Stranger Things season 4.
Hell yeah!
Streaming on Netflix beginning Friday.
Still
You get to
haven't
see.
seen.
I watched this whole thing. I am completely caught up to it. I can't wait. I'm excited. So yeah, Stranger Things, they're coming.
Coming at you.
Upside down. Same another thing on Friday, July 1st, The Terminal List with Chris Pratt. Streams on Prime Video. It is a series. It is not a movie.
That's the sequel to the Tomorrow War, right?
No. But it is a series. It will be, I can't be honest with you. I goofed. I don't know if this is streaming weekly or every season or every episode will be streaming on Friday, but it is 8 episodes as far as I know, unless articles lie. And it will begin streaming on Friday, July 1st with Chris Pratt. It's about Navy SEALs, I think it is, and stuff like that. But we all love Chris Pratt because he's great in Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. Next we have movies. Everything comes out on Friday. Two of them I actually found out this morning that seemed pretty interesting, at least the premise. The one of them is just a whatever, and the third one is a cute movie because we love the Minions and we love Gru. Minions Rise of Gru comes out Friday. Take the kids. It's in theaters only. See how Gru was when he was a kid. Yay. Next thing,
did that.
No, that's coming out Friday.
No, but I thought they did that already. Didn't they already show him as a kid? Or no, that was Minions 2, and that was like at the end, right?
Yeah, it was at the end. He made a cameo at the end of the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
July also on Friday, but it is a Hulu exclusive original film called The Princess. I'm just putting it on there just because we want Hulu to send us free stuff, and I like kind of some of their stuff, and Disney owns them, so why not? Also, these next two movies are coming out in the theaters only. One is called Rubicon. Actually, the premise of this story is actually pretty interesting. It's about astronauts in space, and they're in a space station, and all of a sudden a toxic cloud encompasses the entire planet and basically kills off everybody except for like a small amount of people as it slowly encompasses the rest of the world. And they have to figure out how to rescue or save everybody's lives who are left down there because the cloud is that toxic. Like the premise, don't know how the movie's going to be, but looks like an interesting story. Next one, the only reason why I put it on there is because Mel Gibson is a nut person, and the rest of the cast of the movie looks pretty interesting. It's called Hot Seat. Is about a IT individual who basically has to do, or who was an ex-hacker who did like a lot of hacking stuff in his past, and he basically he has an hour to hack into his boss's files and whatnot, into their back doors or whatever, and get some information from the guy who's holding him hostage with a bomb in his chair, which is why it's called Hot Seat. So yeah, that seemed pretty interesting, I guess. But
I love hot potato.
Yeah, it's hot potato, but in a hot seat. So it's like it's hot potato. And what is the chair game called?
Ring Around the
No.
Musical chairs.
Musical chairs. Yes, it's hot potato and musical chairs all at once with a computer. Yes.
This is produced by Hasbro.
Yes. Okay,
so
why didn't Hasbro make this movie? That's interesting. Yay. So that's it. That's all I got for movies. I had a couple of video games, but I don't remember where they're at. I didn't put them on there because I'm thinking it's because they weren't interesting for me.
Oh no.
I forgot, whatever, it happens.
Oh, no.
You know what? I'm probably gonna name some of these games in my next thing. So bear with me. But yeah, from there we're just going to continue.
No.
Oh no, I'll bring the cow out. Don't do it again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And from there we're just going to keep moving on.
All right. So we're moving on to what's new in the gaming world. Summer Game Fest 2022 recap, man.
Oh man, there's so much. There's so much. Like I said,
give them the cliff notes and they can look it up because they probably already know. That's how far behind we are. 21 days behind.
Well, good news is it started a week after that, I think. But if you haven't noticed, Sony had their state of play There was another summer gaming showcase. Xbox and Bethesda had their showcase. Capcom had a showcase. Netflix had a showcase. Like there was a bunch of showcases in the month of June.
What happened?
These children, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to record. But this is really not.
This is the life.
Okay, you guys need to stay in the room like I asked you to, please. Please. You need to cut this out.
How? When? When am I gonna get this out?
I don't know. You're the editor. Cut it out. Anyways, so there was a bunch of stuff. I didn't get to all of it because there's, again, so much to post and so much that I can post at a time because of the algorithm and everything else. Close that gate, please. Never mind. But there was a lot of stuff. Jesus.
What can I say? This is the life of two single parents. The difference is that my kids are like they're grown, you know,
and mine are still trying to figure it out. So I'm just gonna go flash through some of this stuff.
Flash through it, son.
So Resident Evil 4 is getting a remake. It's getting a remake. It looks completely amazing. The trailer is amazing. I'm sure you guys have seen it when they announced it.
It's amazing.
You can watch it on our page. It's on there on all of the pages. It looks amazing. Comes out. It's planned to come out in March of next year. Street Fighter 6 was announced. That's also coming out next year. One game that I'm really looking forward to is called the Callisto Protocol. It is one of those, one of those like scary like video games that is like supposed to scare the shit out of you as you're playing it. It looks amazing. I want to play this game. I can't wait.
The last time I played a game that it was a scary game was the original Resident Evil that I actually back when we were younger, we played almost anything that seemed interesting. So I think that was the last time I actually played a game that was supposed to be suspenseful or scary was Resident Evil 1, to be perfectly honest with you. And I miss the good old days when I used to be adventurous with playing games. I barely even play games now. I play the simple handheld games. Like I'm playing Adventure Time right now on my Switch, and I'm playing and I'm trying to talk myself out of buying the Samurai Jack game, just because I want to play a simple game that I can just like turn my brain off and like watch TV simultaneously while I play. Poor Jason. All right, what were you saying? And that was filler because if anybody knows, he walked off the screen. that was me ad-libbing. I'm really good at what I do.
Yeah, sorry. Kids, I hate them. I mean, I love them. But yeah, there was a lot of announcements that were made. Stray the Cat actually is coming out next month. For everybody that plays No Man's Sky, there was supposed to be a Man Sky thing on here, but we never did it.
Listen. It's just me and you now. I have time. We can bust it out. Just got to figure out how to record this snot. That's all. Is it? I mean, what records? Where do you record now? Like I know you can record directly on the Xbox, can't you?
I don't know.
You record the gameplay and you can record the voices because we can. That can be the first thing we debut on the Geek Bros YouTube is Man Sky or Let's Play or whatever game you want to play, but we got to record it. So I'm down
to do something, but we definitely can do it.
I'm down because now I have the time. So
that's actually the Man Sky is being released for PSVR 2. So you're gonna get a VR experience with it. Problem is the VR 2 is not available as of yet. It is still it's under development, but it will as soon as it comes out. No Man's Sky will be on there as well. Resident Evil Village, also a VR experience once it comes out. Miles Morales
pushing VR now. That's the new thing.
Yeah, that's the new thing, man. The meta world and the VR, it's all becoming a thing now.
Oh Christ!
So soon we're going to be going into our real life jobs in the VR world.
That what I would love. That'd be great.
I'm definitely not okay with that, but that's fine. The Miles Morales and the other Spider-Man game that originally came out, they're getting a PC remake.
A lot of indie games were announced. There's a few of them there that I'm not going to go with. Another announcement that I have to make, because as I'm going through my list here, Disney Plus Day, which we covered last year or the year before that,
Sure.
is coming out again.
Oh,
September
really?
8th, September 8th, 2022. So in September.
So that'll be our first since the reboot, our first probably exclusive episode, like our special. So look forward to that Disney Plus Day special. It'll be literally just us talking about what Disney Plus brought out. So I'm looking forward to that. Just remind us, man, because that should be these things we used to do specials on, and we need to get back to that because it was good times.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying my best here.
Yeah,
all right, so that's the Sony State of Play. All those other indie games
are State of Play right here.
Yeah, that should you've got something to play with, I guess.
That's right.
On the Netflix Geek Week, as they called it, there's some things that were named on there that are already released, so I'm not even going to go through those. Well, maybe I will, because Adam Sandler and the Hustler movie. This was a pretty big movie from what I'm to understand. I still haven't watched it. I don't know why I'm slacking on it, but from what I heard, it got a lot of good reviews, so maybe we should probably watch it and do one. Cobra Kai, obviously their season 5 trailer came out before then, but they obviously re-released it. What is this? Resident Evil, the live action show from Netflix. They put out another trailer for it. Netflix also has another movie called The Sea Beast.
I don't know why I'm sorry, I don't know why I laugh. It just sounds so funny. I love when the ladies want to see my sea beast.
They also announced another I think it's a series, called The Sandman, which the trailer looked really, really good. Yeah, it's a series. 10 episode series. Looks really interesting. Definitely grabbed my attention, so I would definitely be doing something for that. The Gray Man, which is with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, looked pretty decent movie. That comes out, I believe, later on this month, or I'm sorry, still thinking that we're in July. We're not in July yet. Next month in July. The Man from Toronto was also announced, which recently just came out last Friday with Kevin Hart and what's his name? Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson. Looks like an interesting movie where it's a case of mistaken identity, especially when it comes to assassins. But we'll let it go. What else was announced? Netflix. There was a few other stuff with Netflix that was announced, but we'll continue moving on here. The next showcase that came out was for Summer of Gaming. Mario Strikers Battle League was announced and has been released on the Switch. Basically, it is a free-for-all battle royale soccer game. Pretty much, to sum it up or whatever.
I love it.
Friend of mine, if you played Mario Strikers and the other Nintendo platforms, you'll be fully aware of what's going on here because it's very familiar. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge.
Yes, and more yes.
This game I have played and beat with both of my children.
The new one? You already played the new one?
Yes, it is on Game Pass, day one. So this came out also last week. Game Pass day one. If you have Game Pass, you have an Xbox.
Hold on,
you can play this.
This game is on. I don't have to buy it. I can just go to my App Store right now and play. What?
Yes, 100% on Game Pass.
God,
like I said, I did not. I bought another Xbox controller so that both my daughters can play with me because obviously they don't know what they're doing and they get frustrated when they're constantly dying because it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Joey.
Game.
Where is he?
He's calling his son.
Joe.
Hello, Joey.
That new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. It's free on Game Pass.
Game Pass for Xbox.
It's on Game Pass.
Yes.
I don't gotta buy it. We can just play it on Game Pass.
Yep, you can download it. Do not. I do not recommend playing it on the cloud, as the cloud is still in the beta phase and it crashes constantly. I tried that, so I had to download it onto the console to play with my girls. Yeah, it also you can play up to 6 people at one time. Yes, at one time.
6 controls can connect.
Yes. You
I
can
didn't know
play
that.
with 6 people all at once with controllers, or you can play online with other people from around the world. It is an amazing nostalgic game. It brings back so much nostalgia from the other, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games that are
Because
beat 'em up and back.
that game is at that game is at Glitch Bar, the original arcade game. And every time I do, I spend my entire like freaking day drinking and trying to beat that game. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
glad.
this game, it's got 3 modes. I forget the different difficulties, but I know the very easiest one is called Chill, and I play it with my daughters, and it is extremely hard the later on you get to the game, to the point where, my girls are frustrated, I'm getting frustrated, and whatever. But we beat the game twice or whatever, so it's fun. It's definitely, if you're into the beat 'em up, bash 'em up, Ninja Turtle style stuff, this is definitely
Yeah, I
a
love
thing
I
for
love
you.
the it's called, what do they call them beat 'em ups, right? Beat 'em ups.
Yeah, beat 'em
That's
ups.
what they call the beat 'em ups. They don't come out with those very often anymore, so that's great that it came out. All right,
Yeah.
that's good. I'm
So
excited.
yeah, so you
Uh,
have that.
I
Another
don't
game that was
I don't want
announced.
to end the podcast right now and go upstairs.
The next game that was announced was Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I hear a lot of good things about the series of these games. I never played them. It will be coming out on the Switch. I can't give you any information on it, or it will be releasing July 29th. I can't give you any information on the game itself because I have not played any of them yet. It is on
Aw.
my backlog catalog, especially now that I am a
Please.
PlayStation Plus Extra Premium subscriber.
Okay.
But I'll get to that headache in a second. We're gonna keep going. Goat Simulator 3 was announced for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And when I say Xbox and PlayStation, I'm referring to Xbox One and Series SX and PS4 and PS5. So I'm instead of putting out that mouthful, I'm just going to say Xbox and PlayStation. Just bear with me here. If you're familiar with the Goat Simulator games, this is going to be another interesting game full of goats killing human beings. Next up, we have Alien Dark Descent for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Again, another very scary alien dark shoot 'em up style first person shooter, game. Looked very interesting in the trailer. If you want to look at the trailer, if you haven't seen it already, up on our pages. Next game
get up
called
all on
Storegate. Get up all on our pages, watch everything because
Did you
I
say
take
Stargate?
time. Stormgate. This is a Frost Giant Game Studios. It's on the PT. Wow, I can't talk. PC.
It's time for PT.
Because I'm reading over my notes and I put a lot of letters. And I'm like,
great.
RTS, PT, this is an RTS style game. The beta will open next year. No telling when that's going to start. But yeah, there's that. Next game, The Last of Us remake, which will be coming on the PS5 September 2nd, and the PC version will be in development. Now, if anybody played The Last of Us, you will definitely see that if you check the on our pages again, or if you want to Google it or whatever, you'll see there's a difference between the Last of Us game itself and this remake, as the graphics have been really, really, really revamped. It looks really amazing. It looks really good. This game makes me want to replay it again when it comes out. Of course, for free. I'm not going to pay for this game. Not again. Next one.
Again.
Next one. Marvel's Midnight Suns, which looks like an interesting game. It is a fighter game. It will be for the Switch, PlayStation, PC, and the Xboxes. It is coming in October. Trailers on our pages. Again, I will reiterate, all of these trailers are on our pages if you have not seen them or yet. I mentioned that one already. Next one is Saint Rose Boss Factory. It is an app that currently allows you to. I gotta change that one.
Change it, girlfriend.
I got it right. Never mind. It is an app that allows you to develop your avatar once the game comes out itself. The new Saints Row game, which will be releasing in August. Moving on down the road. What is this? Layers of Fears. The trailer perplexed me. I don't know what's going on here. The graphics look amazing because obviously it is on the Unreal Engine 5, which we all love, and it is amazing. It will be releasing early next year for the PS5, PC, and Xbox Series S and X. Moving on. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's the game that comes out this week. Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course, comes out on, what is 3 days from now? Thursday? Yes, Thursday. For the Switch, PS4, PC, and Xbox One. If you're a fan of Cuphead, the show, or the game itself, the deliciousness course.
The last
deliciousness. I can't talk. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's great. I love
it. It comes out this week. There again, and I'm scrolling through here. I'm trying to get whatever what looked interesting to me here. There's this game looked interesting because it had a really nostalgic look. It's called Flashback 2. This is a game that was 30 years in the making.
What was that?
I'm sorry, something's bothering me. This is a game that was 30 years in the making. It is coming out for PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC, and Switch. Or Switch will be next year. This game, on the other platforms, it comes out in the winter. Check the trailer out because again, we're not showing trailers here because there's way too much. Humankind, Routine, which also looked like another thriller, scary game. Just there's a lot of stuff here, guys. Like I kind of want to wrap this up because there's just so much. I'm just scrolling through here to see if there was anything else that I wanted to touch base on. For all of you anime fanatics, another announcement this weekend from the July 1st through the 4th. There's going to be an anime live fest.
When?
Con something. This weekend from July 1st through Monday the 4th, there is a live at Anime Expo from Bandai Namco. Sorry. They will be discussing a lot of anime style games and shows coming up this weekend. Nothing has been released as yet of which days and times that these are going out, but expected to come this coming weekend. And the only reason why I bring it up is because one of the topics they're going to be discussing is the One Piece Odyssey game that will be releasing later this year for the PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It's the only reason why I brought it up. So let's keep going. Netflix, there's so much stuff here, guys, you got to do. Just bear with me for a second because I'm just going here. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, there was a lot of stuff announced. And again, all of this happened because E3 was canceled because of COVID. So everybody decided to hey, let's just have our showcases and just show the world what we're doing with our games and production and all that stuff. And ultimately, it was a lot. It's definitely a lot. Oh, another game that I wanted to put out there. Sorry. These are the creators of Rick and Morty and that other show that didn't do very well on Hulu, Solar Opposites.
I didn't do very well.
I
didn't like it, but they got a season 2. I didn't really like the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I did not like the show.
Yeah, it didn't do very well. But again, they got signed on for greenlit for another season.
Good God.
Whatever. But they're actually making a shoot 'em up game called High on Life. It will be releasing in October for PC, Xbox, and day one on Game Pass. So there you go. For you Game Pass subscribers, there's another game on Game Pass you can play for free day one. A lot of these games, by the way, don't quote me on them. I'm not going back on them to tell you which ones they are. First day release on Game Pass, just so you know. There's another game here called A Plague's Tale Requiem for PS5, Switch, PC,
Requiem
and
for a
Xbox.
Dream.
Also, day one for Xbox for Game Pass. Overwatch 2 was announced. Flight Simulator was celebrating their 40th year anniversary with a lot of new content coming in the next couple of months. Let's see here. Elder Scroll High Isle, which was recently released, I think on Friday. Fallout 76, The Pit was released. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. Again, bear with us. If you haven't already, if you're not on the up and up of what's going on, you know, just you can either, if you want to know what's going on right now, I suggest going to, you know, Sony, Xbox, Capcom, IGN.com, which is who's helped me out very much with a lot of their information. You know, and go there. If not, you can wait until I post everything, which is going to take time. Again, by the way, the algorithm just, it sucks for people like us because we are not monetized. We're not making money off of this. Allegedly. My pockets are full, cuz. But but you know, just bear with us. We're doing what we can. A lot of things were announced, and as I said, there's a, oh, I didn't say this. Nintendo Direct Mini is which is a small version of Nintendo Direct, is coming tomorrow. Right, tomorrow's 28th. Yes, it is. Beginning at 9 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Don't ask me what they're gonna show, but I will do my best to post whatever they have on there as well.
Do we have, I mean, if it's coming out tomorrow, can we record a special on Wednesday?
Yes.
Will you be available to do that? Because I won't be able to watch it, but you'll be able to watch it.
Yes.
So so we will give you guys a bonus episode, a mini-sode of special just for Nintendo Direct. It should be a quick episode. Madman will host it. I will try to watch as much as I can. Don't quote me on it, because I have insert excuse here. But yes, so this Wednesday, so we're gonna do another one. There we go. Perfect. Carry on.
So that's coming tomorrow, 9 a.m., 6 a.m. Pacific time. We'll go over that again on Wednesday. And I'm sorry for the unenthusiastic approach that I gave to all of these showcases. I was, if I could do what I should have done it. I should have done it. And,
yes,
Jason, Vibe and I spoke about this before we actually started recording, that if there was anything that we wanted to comment on or react to, we should have done it, or I should have done it and sent him a video and whatever. I had a lot of reactions to some of the stuff that I watched. The Summer Games Fest that happened the week after the Sony State of Play was boring as crap. And if I could just show you my face as I watched this 2-hour long showcase.
I have never now or in the past ever watched any of these shits we've ever covered. I've read about it. I've seen some bullets. I don't care who's hosting with me, who's my co-host, who's my right hand. I have never spent time and watched any of these shits. I want to make very clear. Ever.
So a coworker of mine who I'm trying to actually make an appearance on the show just for the hell of it, because he knows a lot of the gaming and geek culture stuff, and I figure why not, let's just bring, you know, another variation of a person here, because, you know,
mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, mix it up, you know, bring new faces on here, because I'm sure you guys are sick of looking at us. That's why you listen to the podcast, and then when you're tired of listening to us, you mute us and then watch us and still get lost in what we're doing. I know you're doing it because I do it.
Wait, what?
What? I'm sorry.
What?
So he actually put me down to the showcases, and that's when I fell into that rabbit hole and paid attention to everything that's going on. And I subscribed to a lot of these places, so or these websites. So now I'm getting tons of notifications on my phone, which I believe is killing my phone a lot faster than necessarily. But whatever, I do it for the fans and
for the fans, for the lore. He does it for the lore.
I do it because I want to bring as much information to the people, because the people need the information.
The people.
Because disinformation is a thing, and I don't want to be that guy. Okay.
The people.
I want to be the guy that tells you the good stuff.
People.
I do it for the people. So yeah, we have Nintendo Direct tomorrow, so we'll record a minisode for that on Wednesday,
and it will release on Thursday.
Yes.
Well, no, on Friday, because Thursday I have class.
Okay, yes. But again, bear with me on everything else that's going on. Give me time. Give us time. We, again, is a two-man show. We're doing the best that we can with what we have. And moving on to my next and final topic.
Oh, yes. Well, in the
Um,
gaming world,
Yes, in the gaming world.
they're only halfway done.
Yeah. No, but the rest of the stuff will go by pretty quickly.
That's what she said.
This month, I believe about 2 weeks ago, PS Plus, the tier system that we've been talking about for the last few episodes, has finally released. For those of you that are fully aware of it, you have been subscribed because as soon as you turn your PlayStation on, it asks you to figure out what you're going to subscribe to because PS Now and PlayStation 1 have combined, and it's like, hey, what are you doing with the subscription? Because we want to bill you money and we haven't decided what we're going to do yet because you haven't decided what you're going to do yet. So figure it out. So this month was the first month that they've rolled it out, and they've already started with their first few games, which included God of War.
Yay.
Which I'm excited about because, well, I'm not excited about it because I've already played and beat the game. But I'm excited only because the next game is coming soon, I believe in October or November. Ragnarok. Look for that.
I love that movie.
No, you didn't. I saw the video. Or I saw the video recap. The PS Plus games that came out this month for June were God of War, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and Naruto and Boruto Shinobi Striker.
Yeah.
Now, what they didn't tell you, and if you are unaware of this, because we're kind of late in giving out the news, but whatever, we do what we can for people who don't know.
The people.
Some of these games are expiring. And when they expire, they are completely removed from the PlayStation servers. Therefore, meaning if you have not beaten it before this happens, you will not be able to play this game until you purchase it. You will not play it for free. You will not play it on the subscription service. You are wasting your time once it's removed. Now, this is a feature that was part of the PS Now nonsense, which has carried over into the new PS Plus nonsense. It sucks. They didn't really say anything about it. And once you go into your PlayStation Plus screen, you will see something similar to the Xbox Game Pass, where it says leaving soon or play now leaving soon, or whatever it says on there. These games are going to be on there. Shadow Warrior 3 in Siberia for PS3 and Shadow Warrior 3 for the PS4 will have an expiration day on there. It will be under a section called Last Chance to Play. Those are the first two games that are listed on there. Believe me, they are not the last. The sad part is, again, PlayStation just added these games with their new tier system. Because remember, once it rolled out, you had access to a library of 700 plus games that went all the way back to PS1 and PSP. And already some of these games are going to expire. I think it's next Wednesday. That is very problematic, especially since it's been barely a month and you're already giving an expiration date on this. Other games include NBA 2K22 expires August 31st. WRC 10, I have no idea what that is.
That's right.
August 31st. Okay, I guess. Red Dead Redemption. If you are one of the individuals like me who have not played this game, you have until October 17th. Okay. Red Dead Redemption 2, you have until September 20th. And Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, you have until October 17th. There are many other games that are going to expire. I am going to let you know as we go through them. I don't have the current list in front of me at the moment.
No, that's right.
But I will be posting them on all of our pages for all of you lovely listeners and watchers to see, view, and understand and cry as I do, because all of this has done is just backlogged my catalog even more with games that I can't or cannot play. And now we're not going to be able to do it unless we buy them. And remember, not all of this stuff is backwards compatible. So that is the sad story when it comes to PlayStation and the new PlayStation Plus. Yay. So far, the only thing that I like about this is that it gives you access to older games. But the good with the bad on that is they expire. So
but Game Pass, they expire too.
Game Pass does the same thing, but people that have Game Pass and subscribe to Game Pass, they're already used to that. You're doing this to something that's brand new. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. So, and then you're not even saying that to people as you roll it out. So you roll it out and you're like, hey, you guys, you got all the access to these games. 3 weeks later, by the way, next week that game's out. just so you know.
So what you're saying is they're beginning to remove games already off from the tier too soon.
Yes.
They needed to let it breathe a little bit.
You didn't give it enough time for people to be like, I mean, I'm sorry. If you're a gamer and you have the time to constantly play, yes, fine, you'll go through these games. But most of us that are gamers with jobs and responsibilities, you don't have the ability to just play a game 24/7. Those people. Yeah, you don't have the ability to do so. So a month's time might not even be long enough. Hell, I'm still trying to finish Outer Worlds on Game Pass. And
the people?
And I started playing Kingdom Hearts 3 in hopes that I would finish that in time for Kingdom Hearts 4. So and mind you, I just finished saying how I finished beating the game with my girls, the new Ninja Turtles game that came out last week. I'm all over the place. It doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense.
It don't make no sense.
But that's a gamer's life.
What are you doing?
No games make sense in a gamer's life because you start off a game and you're like, oh man, this is going to take me 150 more hours to finish. Whereas I can enjoy that game for 10 and be done with that one and be fine. And then next thing you know, the one that you still have 150 hours left to play, it's leaving. You're like, shit. Man, well, I got to do something else. Maybe I shouldn't have played those 10-hour games. Crap. Yeah, I mean, this is just a catastrophe on top of a catastrophe. Thank you, Sony and Microsoft, for allowing us to have access to all of this stuff.
Games as a service.
Yes. Send us free stuff. But damn, I just don't have the time for everything. Damn. And that is it for me. I know I've spoken a lot. I apologize.
You still got one more thing, and then I'll talk, and then we do our reactions, and then we have our big talk. Time for Man's side piece.
Wait. And then I have
Man's side. You already talked about Cuphead.
No. I have 2 games there's one more game on top of that. So in 3 days, Outriders
video games released this week.
Yes.
Brought to you by Man.
Outriders World Slayer. That's another one I have to put up there. I'm sorry, I apologize. It comes out for PC, here we go. PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Comes out whatever 3 days from now is, Thursday. And so is the delicious last course cup. I just said that earlier. The deliciousness. The deliciousness.
Oh God!
I can't believe I said that.
That was good.
That's all I got for right now. If you haven't seen the trailer, Cuphead's up there. Outriders will be up there later. My apologies.
Now we're going to Man's side piece. The Boys season 3 thus far. Head it up, Man. No, I've only seen episodes. Joey. All right, I know where he is.
We're only 5 episodes in.
I think we've only seen 3 episodes. I'm 3 episodes in. 2 episodes in.
I watched episode 5 yesterday, and holy hell, the title of episode 5 is called Herogasm. Okay.
How many episodes of the Boys have we watched? 2 or 3? 4? I don't think it's been 4. You think it's 4? All right. I think it's 3. I'm podcasting. I just got to ask the question. I'm doing it on air because, if Madman can stop and play with dogs and his little kids, I can talk to you on air. Okay. So I think we only saw 3 episodes. He says 4, but I don't remember seeing 4 episodes.
Did you see, spoiler alert, Huey and
Dewey and Louie?
No. Huey and Butcher get powers.
No.
Then you're on episode 3.
Okay. Well,
I just answered your question.
Thank you. We're on episode 3.
I did say spoiler alert though.
It's okay. I mean, it doesn't really mean much because all right. So
and has Soldier Boy made an appearance yet?
In the flashback.
Yes.
Which was absolutely gruesome.
Yes.
I
Very
fucking
gruesome.
loved that flashback. That was like the anti-Captain America.
This season has brought back season 1 because season 2 was such a
So
downer.
tame. It was so tame.
It was so tame. It was so. I mean, the most gruesome thing about season 2 was that whale.
Yeah.
When they drove the boat through that whale. After that, that's all it was. But season 3, I'm enjoying so much because it brings back the authenticity of season 1.
It is.
Gruesome.
It's return to form. It reminds me of
Yes.
Stranger Things. Stranger Things season 1 was great. Season 2 was mess. Season 3, in my opinion, was return to form. Spoiler alert: the way episode 1 opened, with a super exploding out of the penis of his coked out lover, I said, I did this. We're back, baby.
Yep.
We're back.
We're back.
Okay.
We are back.
So in the 3 episodes I've seen, I love their very, very not narcissistic, pessimistic like view of Captain America. I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. That's what it is.
Definitely
it's great.
It's definitely a return to form. I am loving this season. I can't wait for the next episode. I'm not going to give any spoilers for season or for episode 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I am definitely caught up on all of them.
Okay.
But this is just it is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It is gruesome.
Yes.
It is lovely. I love this season. Thank you, Amazon Prime. Thank you for just giving this little boy hope again.
I think they saw Invincible and said, we could do that. We could do that better. And they're like,
oh my God. And there's talk of Invincible season 2 coming, by the way.
There should be, because
so excited.
Invincible is amazing.
They left it. Yes.
It was amazing. I actually considering rewatching the entire thing again because this is not, we'll talk about that another time because that's not let's take it away thunder. But so far, yeah, I'm loving it. I can't wait to catch up on the rest of them. I don't like weekly releases anymore, so I don't mind missing a week. I like to binge it all. Or if I can't binge it all, I know that wherever I stop, the rest of it's there for me. Yeah. I no longer am interested in the weekly viewing. I just don't like it. So that's why I don't hop at it.
No, yeah. And I'm the same way. Like you know my rule: 3 episodes.
Yep. Yes.
Right here. There you go.
Yes,
3 episodes, right? So I purposely did not watch episode. I waited till those first 3, and then I watched all 3 of them at once. And from there, I was just like, yeah, I love it. Yeah,
that's. I mean, this show is obviously rated, M for mature. All right, so we're gonna move on now to the cure for your common day. Kenobi series hot take. Now, yes, we're doing hot takes on TikTok. We're still gonna do a little bit of hot takes here as well because some people don't like TikTok. So,
but we also can cut off here and put the hot take over there. So this would be your point right here to cut it out. Cut it out. And then start right here. Snip.
We could. All right. Obi-Wan Kenobi series hot take. All right. So the entire all 6 episodes have come out.
Mm-hmm.
What is your hot take, man?
I have super mixed feelings. It's more bad than good. Let's just say that it's more bad than good.
If you had to, all right, one sentence first. Give me a sentence for the entire thing. Even if it's a fragment, sentence for Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's a series.
Sheesh.
That's a good one. Mine is but why? But why? Okay, I call this Leia featuring Reva, an Obi-Wan Kenobi story. That's what I call this show. That's my hot take.
So there was, and this is kind of dark, but to bring this up since we are talking about the show, I was scrolling through, and I don't know if you saw it, but there's a meme on IG, and it's little Leia. Remember little Leia when she told Kenobi, "Oh, I want to fly."
Yeah.
Right? So it says it, yeah, little Leia, right? A little picture of her.
Oh no!
I want to fly, and then on top of that, it's her flying through space in The Last Jedi.
All roads lead to The Last Jedi. All roads.
It all connects, and it says on there, she had a dream. We didn't want to stomp it out.
Jesus Christ! Look, the show was a show. It looked cheap.
Yeah, it was
looked
mediocre.
Cheap. It looked cheap. The second sister, no offense to the actress, but her portrayal of the character was awful. It reminded me of a little kid trying to act tough.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, she was not intimidating whatsoever. She was not redeemable. Her arc was absolutely garbage. Okay, you can't tell me that this chick who's so ruthless, who just randomly cut off the hand of some random bystander, is somehow redeemed at the end. Have you lost your goddamn mind? And how did she survive being stabbed in the gut twice?
Twice.
As a Padawan?
Twice.
And then how? Oh, the will to live in anger. What? I'm sorry.
See, and then that's what tripped me out, because after watching, what was it, the first or second episode when the Grand Inquisitor died, like I spoke to a buddy of mine at work and he asked me about it, and I was like, first of all, that's not even canon. He doesn't die.
No, yeah.
Especially that way.
Yeah.
So I was already like in a bad mood. I was like, I'm already over the show. I don't even want to watch anything else.
I'm already in a bad mood.
I'm done. This put a bad taste in my mouth, you know, because now it seems like we're veering over to Reva. That's all we're paying attention to at this point, because in that whole episode, it was all about her and her cockiness and her anger and her will to want to find Kenobi. Yeah. That's all you saw.
And her reasoning behind wanting to find Kenobi was bullshit. And how she even knew so much. How did she know that Darth Vader was Anakin when that's a kept secret? How did she know that Obi-Wan was alive? And how did she know, like, where could she have found that there was a connection between Bail Organa and Kenobi? And by the way, I don't really remember them really hanging out except for the end of episode 3. That's the only time I saw them hanging out with the connection. Like, so where did all this come from? How did she know all of this? And oh my god! And then the costuming, the Grand Inquisitor looked awful.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Did you know that the other guy, the other Inquisitor who's from Rebels, you know that's Han from Fast and the Furious, right?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw without all the makeup off,
and I was like, oh god.
Same IG person posted, you know, his hat.
Yeah.
So it says, "Hear me out," right? And it does a close up of his face with the hat, and then another scene from I don't know if it was from Rebels or from some other Star Wars show. It was a building with that same shape, and I was just like, wow, like these people are just going hard on Kenobi, like just it's bad. Like it didn't, and then here's my issue. The way that Kenobi was portrayed. Yes, 10 years, you didn't do anything as a Jedi, you're in hiding, so obviously you're rusty, and then all of a sudden your compassion for Leia drives you to be so much stronger.
Look.
In 2 seconds.
Look, don't with this, okay?
In 2 seconds.
Don't. Because spoiler alert, when he was buried under the rocks by Vader, and he had his own Spider-Man Homecoming moment, okay? When he was buried under the rocks, and all he did was flash back to Leia.
He held that small little area like this with his hand.
Yes.
I'm gonna lose. I can't do nothing else. Oh, Leia.
He flashed back to Leia, a girl he hadn't seen since she was born, that he spent 3 days with. And he had, and if you like had something in your eye, you would have missed that one scene of Luke. He was watching over Luke for 10 years.
Yep.
And Leia
gave
you the I need to survive. Are we fucking serious?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that whole situation, I was just like, this is the dumbest thing. And then it was like, oh, he turned, not to do a knockoff on this, but he turned into a Super Saiyan, because you know how Saiyans they get stronger every time they heal. All of a sudden, he's so much stronger now.
Yeah.
He comes out of the rocks,
Yeah.
and now he's throwing rocks at Vader.
He does
his Vader.
He does his imitation Ray shit, and
Yeah.
instead of floating it, he like sends it all, which is fine. But for Leia, don't get me wrong, Leia's whatever, but he doesn't know this child. So what? He should have been thinking about Luke and his mission to go and protect Luke. That if he dies, who's gonna protect Luke? That's your charge. Leia.
Yeah,
I remember yelling. I remember literally yelling. It was me and my son watching it, and when it was just flashbacks of Leia, I was like, "Well, why Leia? What's going on here?" He just met this child. What did she do?
None of it made sense to me. I was so angry when I saw it.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you know, everything that he had to go through just to get Leia from one place to the next.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to be this all-powerful like Jedi and you know, most influential Jedi, you know, General Kenobi. People hear your name, it's like, oh my God, you know, whatever. And it was just like, it felt like a babysitter movie gone wrong.
No, it wasn't a babysitter movie. What is Disney's fixation with the tough guy or the strong old warrior having to take care of a minor? They did it in The Mandalorian. They did it in the Bad Batch, and they're doing it in Obi-Wan. The only friggin' series that's come out that has nothing to do with a rough and gruff protagonist taking care and finding the tenderness from a minor, from a little kid, was Boba Fett. And I swear to God, if they could figure out how to put a kid into that one too, they would have.
It would have probably saved the series.
Okay, out of the four series, well, 5 if you count the bring back the Clone Wars. Out of the 5 series, 3 of them have a rough or misunderstood adult or bunch of adults put in charge of a minor, of a child, and it humanizing them or bringing them back. What the fuck? When I saw, don't get me wrong, I thought my biggest issue was how they gonna get Kenobi off of Tatooine. I said, I don't want them to do that. That's gonna break canon. Using Leia was perfect. I didn't think about that. That's great. Make that the first 1 and 2 episodes. Send her back to her family, and now that you're already off planet, you get found out by one of the Inquisitors. Now you're on the run, and you don't want to go back to Tatooine because they're chasing you. You don't want to bring them back to Tatooine. There you go. There's your story. You could have done everything in this stupid series without Leia. After that fact, use Leia as the catalyst. But why was she in the entire series? I'm telling you, it was. And listen, and how strong she was, and how intelligent she was, and how powerful she was. And then juxtaposed to Luke, who tripped on rocks and hit his head. Man, she resisted the Jedi mind probe.
Yep.
Luke was running across the ledge, and he was tripped, and he hit his head and was unconscious. What in the actual fuck? Is not Luke the one who saves the galaxy?
Yeah.
How can you portray Leia as so intense and so powerful, so wise? And you have Luke, oh my God, I gotta go. Oops.
Yeah. That it's just, listen, and no offense to Ewan McGregor and the cast, and I'm sure they were all excited to do all this because
no, Ewan McGregor was fantastic as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he was fantastic as Obi-Wan.
Even the Last Jedi version of Obi-Wan, it was fine by me. I get it. He had more of a reason than Luke did, in my opinion, to be this way. I get it. I just don't like the catalyst or the storyline inspiration. His inspiration for broke. It was not good. And you know what? And as much as this is gonna be the last part because this is more turned into a review than a hot take. My last thing was I loved the duel between Obi-Wan and Kenobi, sort of. The cinematography was janky as fuck. I don't know. They had these like weird GoPro videos of things where the camera was in the sky, and I said, why are you doing this? That's some shit you see with the GoPro looking down. I saw a YouTube video just like that where they did a fight and they had the GoPro above them showing it. It was like, what the fuck are we doing? What I didn't like was that they literally ripped the emotional beats from Rebels.
Yep.
Did you see Rebels? Did you see the Ahsoka
Yep.
and Vader fight? They
Yes, I
did
did.
that. They did that
Same
verbatim.
exact scene. Yeah.
And
Same
I
exact
get
scene.
it. I get it. You can rip that off because most casual fans do not watch the cartoons. I get it. But tell me why it was more impactful in an animated cartoon series that was subpar than the live action series. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I like what they did with the reverb. I like what they did with his eyes and the smile and whatever. But I didn't feel the emotion that I felt when it happened to Rebels. When it happened to Rebels, and he goes to Ahsoka, and she goes, wow. I was like, oh shit. When this happened, I was like, oh, they're ripping off Rebels. That's literally what I said. And I'm just like, this, and spoiler alert, the way the fight ended was bullshit.
Yep.
It was bullshit. How are you going to repeat the same mistake again?
Nice. Yep.
Again. I would have preferred something like in the Force Awakens where the ground cracked and separated them. Something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He left him there again. Why? All you did now is that every single bad thing that Darth Vader does, you double down on it. Because now everything he did after Mustafar, your fault. Everything he does after Random Rock Planet, really your fault. You could have ended him and ended his suffering and ended the galaxy. You could have just stopped it right there. I mean, yeah, sure, the Emperor might have found a new something, but I get it. That by they did the Lord of the Rings thing, because there was a thing in Lord of the Rings where
One ring to find him.
when Frodo said, "Why didn't Bilbo kill Gollum?" He said it was a pity that Bilbo didn't slay Gollum. Gandalf said that it was pity that stayed his hand. He's like, I don't know for good or for bad, but this fate of Middle Earth could rest upon Bilbo showing mercy. And it's true. By not killing him, Gollum pretty much helped destroy the ring. See what I'm saying? So I get it. Had Obi-Wan Kenobi killed Darth Vader then, he wouldn't have been there to end the Emperor and Jedi. I get that. But Obi-Wan didn't know that. That's all I have to say. Final thoughts on Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, which I will never watch again.
I don't recommend it. There are talks that Hayden Christensen and Christensen, whatever, and Ewan McGregor want to go for season 2.
I heard that season 2 is all but confirmed. I don't want a season 2. You know what I want? I want a Vader series. I just want a Vader series. I want to see him murking people. Like
and
he did.
that was the other thing. It was a toss up between an Obi-Wan season 2 or a Vader series itself.
Just Vader.
I'd rather see a Vader series and hope to God that they do it right, because Obi-Wan they didn't do right at all.
Just do a Vader. All you have to do with the Vader series, go into the comics and just redo the comics. Let him chase after Jedi. Just call it Vader Nightfall, and he just goes and chases after guy and builds the Inquisitorius. That's it. That's it.
Exactly.
If you know what, if you want, I will let you throw Reva back in there. Throw her back in there. Why not? Do the origin story of Reva, how she was found after, because the second sister, the original second sister, was apparently killed in Jedi Fallen Order. So fine, I'll let you do a prequel, and you can bring your little Reva back. Bring her back. But do a Vader series and just let him be as ruthless as he was in Obi-Wan Kenobi. She's
actually
gangster.
The third sister, by the way.
No, she's a second sister. Second sister.
Third.
Jesus Christ. Hold on. Reva. Star Wars. Oh, fuck, third sister. My bad. Okay, I could have remembered the second sister. All right, third sister, whatever. In the end.
Remember, I fall into many rabbit holes.
Yes, you do. I'm just saying, but I oh shit, yes!
I don't even know what's going on.
Disney just canceled Reva's Star Wars series.
I didn't even know they were having one.
Thank God.
I didn't even know they were having one. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes, wow. That's why they made her live. Wow. All right, just like they're making the Echo spinoff series of Hawkeye, which I don't know why. So thank God. Because listen, no offense to the actress, but her character was terrible. It was acted terrible. It was written terrible. She was a terrible character. All right, and that is the end of that alleged hot take. Because not we have to do a better. No, that's
see now you got to clip it out and do a thing.
No, that's too long. This is not a hot take. Anyway, Star Wars Celebration 2022 announcement recap. I'll just bring it up right, Cha. This article comes from IGN.com from June 17th. They released Star Wars Andor trailer, which we're going to review shortly. The release date. Oof. Andor, the Disney Plus original series starring Diego Luna, Cassian Andor, will officially premiere on August 31st. Oh, that's pretty soon. Alongside the release date, Disney also shared for the first teaser, which we'll look at right now. It takes place 5 years prior to Rogue One, huh?
By the way, all of these trailers are streaming on our pages currently.
Oh, they are streaming on our pages, but
I did get the Star Wars Celebration stuff on there. That was the start of the rabbit hole that I fell into, and then like 2 days after that, Sony and State of Play or something like that. Like it was all right next to each other. It sucked.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor announced the first trailer, which we're going to review shortly, and the 2023 release date. Star Wars Celebration 2022 presented the fans with the announcement. I
still haven't played Jedi Fallen Order.
I'm probably a quarter of the way through. I couldn't make it past Kashyyyk because I couldn't stand Kashyyyk. Star Wars announcement of Star Wars Jedi. Star Wars announcement of Star Wars Jedi. The announcement of Star Wars Jedi Survivor alongside the first trailer was released. Survivor once again follows Cal Kestis and his mission to escape the Empire and those looking to hunt him down as the remaining Jedi. So that we're going to react to shortly. Ahsoka first look teases Star Wars Rebels Ezra, Sabine, and Hera, and Chopper. So Star Wars Celebration has given those in attendance the first look at the upcoming Disney Plus Ahsoka series. You guys need to find better freaking names for these series, except for the titles, the character's name. It has teased that live-action version of the Star Wars Rebels, Sabine Wren, Chopper, Hera Syndulla, and will be part of the series. And with the mural of Ezra Bridger in the show, there's a good chance he may appear as well. So, also, Star Wars Skeleton Crew officially announced for 2023 with Jude Law. Disney has officially announced Star Wars Skeleton Crew, a new Disney Plus original series that will launch in 2023 and star Jude Law, created by Spider-Man No Way Home's John Watts and Christopher Ford. Star Wars Skeleton Crew will follow a group of 10-year-old kids now from a small planet who will get lost in a galaxy far, far away and must try to find their way home. The story will take place after Return of the Jedi and will fit within the timeline of The Mandalorian and Ahsoka. Okay. The Mandalorian Season 3 is coming in 2023. It's going to be premiering February 2023. So that's good right there. And they did an exclusive first look at it, allegedly. Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2 trailer confirms a fall 2022 release date with a Wookiee Jedi. A brand new trailer has confirmed fall 2020. We're releasing on Disney Plus. The trailer and release window news will also reveal at Star Wars Celebration and teases that some time has passed since the first season, as the crew looks a bit older and is wearing new gear. It looks like Emperor Palpatine and Commander Cody will factor into this season alongside with the Wookiee Jedi, who may or may not be Gunji. Yeah. So, Star Wars Visions to return in spring 23 with Volume 2. No, I never even finished Volume 1. I'm going to be honest with you. And you know what's so funny? Right here, Ian McDermott on whether Palpatine will appear in Obi-Wan. Don't get your hopes up, you lying son of a bitch. You were at the end of Obi-Wan. And let me see what else. Star Wars Tales of the Jedi is an animated series featuring Ahsoka, Count Dooku, Liam Neeson's Qui-Gon Jinn. It's an upcoming anthology of original animated shorts headed to Disney Plus this fall that will not only tell stories of Ahsoka and Count Dooku at different parts of their lives, but we will also see Liam Neeson's return as the voice of Qui-Gon Jinn. That I'm interested in, as long as the stories are canon. That's interesting. So yeah, I think that's it. That's pretty much it. They showed up Indiana Jones 5 picture, but that's not Star Wars. Talking about Willow, who nobody cares.
All that's already on the.
Yeah, it's already on there. Nobody cares about the High Republic. Nobody cares about that. So yeah, that's about it. So that's a quick recap of Star Wars Celebration 2022. I'm really sad that we didn't get to go. We didn't go, but unfortunately our timetable couldn't make it happen. Neither me or Man, it just wasn't gonna happen. Plus the funds really weren't there. But since the last time we were there in Chicago, we hosted, to not go the next year, it hurt me a little bit. We should have at least been there to cover it. but I guarantee that Man and I will make sure that we are there. We may not be able to do another live podcast, but we might definitely going to be there and cover it and doing it, because still to this day, Star Wars Celebration Orlando that I produced was still some of the best content that I ever edited for Geek Bros. It was amazing. It flowed well. And I worked my ass off, both at Celebration recording, directing it, and editing this shit weeks afterwards. I still recommend anybody, if anybody wants to see the best that the Geek Bros can offer on location, check out the Star Wars Celebration Orlando series of videos. And I mean, it's a series, it's a binge watch. It's a lot of episodes, a lot of videos. And then of course there's the bonus material. I worked my ass off. So I would love it if you guys would check it out and show some love to it.
Yeah, I just recently rewatched all of it.
I mean, I'm telling you, amazing. It's amazing work. I'm not, tooting my own horn, but I've seen what I did there, and I was like, wow, that was a lot of random clips that I put together into a real like documentary style kind of thing. It was pretty good. It shows that I still it's in me. I'm there somewhere. All right, we're gonna move on to Miss Marvel's series review thus far. Hot take. All right, so I praised this show. I thought this show was better than Obi-Wan. I saw episode 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3 yet, and I said I love this series. I love it. It's got a homecoming vibe with a Scott Pilgrim versus the World and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse aesthetic. I thought that the trailer that they showed us was just a trailer, but that is actually the aesthetic of the series. I love it. It's cute. It's funny. Kamala Khan, she is absolutely adorable. She's absolutely adorable. I love the show and completely forgot she was getting powers. I could have watched this show by itself, just a teenager in dealing with teenage stuff, living in the MCU. I loved it. I loved just that. So that being said, Man disagreed clearly, because he said in texting he hates every minute of this. So that's my hot take on the series so far. Man.
Yeah. The aesthetics of it, I enjoyed. The Scott Pilgrim feeling of it, I enjoyed.
It's the most unique one. It's the most unique since WandaVision.
The unique one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It is very unique to its point. I am 3 episodes into it. I'm not a fan of, and I can say this because everybody understands what I'm coming from. I am not a fan of the CW touch. To all
you know what, you motherfucker? I disagree. There's nothing CW about it.
It's all high school crap, man.
Okay, so Spider-Man Homecoming, you didn't like that?
There was parts of it I did not enjoy. No.
I love the high school teenage angst. I think it's because I identify with A, I'm a kid at heart, and B, I'm literally raising teenagers right now. So I think
I raised
cute.
one, and
even my youngest son, who's kind of more machismo, he loved the series. Me and him loved it. We're 2 guys gushing over Kamala Khan and her little adventure.
The quirkiness and the hilarity of it. It's great. It's spot on. I'm enjoying that part of it. It's just, where did you get that? It's so, I don't know.
Focus on me. Focus on me.
It's so, I'm sorry. My boy is texting me right now because I let him borrow my, he had a flat tire, so I let him borrow my what do you call it? My air pump, and he's texting me about where I got it because it's so amazing. But anyway, I'm not, I get it, she's a teenager, I get it, she's in high school, I get it, I get it, I get that's the character, I get that's the story. I'm just not a fan of that genre of movies and show series. I don't like the return to high school.
Okay,
I'm not a fan of it.
Okay. Well, what did you expect? I mean, that's what this series was.
Listen, I gave it a shot. I didn't say that I wasn't going to not watch it anymore. I just, in my opinion, there are parts of it that I enjoy. There are parts of it that I don't enjoy. Overall, it's mediocre to me. I can't feel it now. If something happens in the next couple of episodes that brings me back down, okay, fine, that's great. But the first few episodes, it's not for me. I would have definitely like I said, I put it off watching any of these episodes, and that's why I asked you, is it worth the watch? And you said, oh hell yes it is. And I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I gave it a shot, and it was exactly what I expected. I can't do it.
I think you know what I think might have made it better is that juxtaposition or in converse, what I don't want to say. In contrast, that's the word. In contrast to Obi-Wan, this was just more uplifting. Obi-Wan was
definitely
was a
I mean,
drag.
Obi-Wan was supposed to be dark, but they
Obi-Wan
just made it. They made it boring. Dark.
They made it boring and miserable. That's what Obi-Wan was. It was boring and miserable.
Basically, all it was just a miserable old man.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it was
That's
boring
it.
and miserable and whiny. And this one was just fun and uplifting, and it was just I don't know. I like teenage angst. I do. You know, it's just I love that because when I consider myself a writer, I could never write teenage angst because I was never that angsty when I was a teenager. So I love living vicariously through teenage angst because I wish that I had memories like that. Don't get me wrong, high school was great, but I didn't do that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, I was kind of wishing I was a little more like angsty when I was a teen. You know, I can tell these stories where, you know, jumping out of windows or TPing somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't a goody two shoes, but I wasn't also a hoodlum. So anyway, but I listen, I loved it. And I there's another episode that's out and we didn't see it yet. So I'm probably going to watch it. Episode number 3. I haven't seen episode 3 yet. I'm gonna probably wait till episode 4 comes out on Wednesday and watch those 2 back to back and call it a day. But that is our hot take on Miss Marvel thus far. Before we wrap this sucker up, we've got 3 trailers to review to all that we mentioned in Star Wars Celebration. We're going to react to it, and then we're going to do our open mic, and then we are out of your hair. So moving on.
Sorry for the long episode, by the way. I will apologize in advance. We are 3 weeks behind, so we're trying to make up for a little bit.
All right, we're gonna move on to Andor Series trailer reaction. Let's bring it up right now. This is the time now where if you're listening to us, you want to cut off and go check us out on the video recap. You can. If not, you'll just listen to it and listen to our oohs and ahs and ohs and oohs and ahs. Ooh. All right, here we go. Andor. Okay, I love it. I love anvils in Star Wars. What is he? Is he making sound effects? Okay, that was kind of cool.
I want to do that. I want to do it for
okay.
How to do that.
You don't know how to do that?
Whatever. No. You know how to do that?
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
Go! Oh shit, look at those things. Okay.
They're so proud of themselves. So fat and satisfied.
So white. She can get it. She can get it. She can get it. Yo, look at all this budget, son. Where was all this for Kenobi?
They're watching me now.
Soon enough, these days will end. There will be no rules going forward.
People are standing up.
Yo.
That's what a reckoning sounds like.
Yeah! Oh, yeah! All right, not for nothing. I don't give 2 shits about an Andor series, but that trailer was hot.
No, you know what made me laugh?
What?
When they first announced it and we first talked about it, you were like, and all of a sudden this comes out and you're like, yes,
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Because this trailer
Mhm.
was amazing.
Yeah, that's
This
budget.
grabs
All
your
I
attention.
saw was
Yeah.
budget.
Oh yeah.
Budget, and more budget. Where the fuck was this on Obi-Wan? Where's all this budget in Obi-Wan? You see that budget? Wow. And
I
this
wonder.
huh?
I wonder if when they announced Obi-Wan, like they just, I don't know what it could be. Maybe they
The
had their
funniest
budget
part is
for
Andor
Obi-Wan.
was announced long before Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan came out before. I think they rushed Obi-Wan, to be honest with you.
Oh,
That's why it
has
looks
that
so
feel to
shitty.
it.
That's why
Yeah,
it looked.
it definitely
looked
has
shitty.
that feel to it.
Because Andor was announced Andor was announced, I think, damn near when Disney Plus was first launched. You know what I'm saying? How did Obi-Wan come out before Andor? So it's clear
because they rushed it.
Yeah, it's clear that Obi-Wan was rushed. They repurposed it and they threw it out there to gain more favor after Book of Boba Fett, because Andor should have come out, because that clearly looks like it had time and effort. And it looks like they're going to split the story between Andor and Mon Mothma, and that I don't mind at all. Absolutely, because she's a character. We know her, and I'd love to know what's going on. However, they're treading on the grounds of Rebels, and Rebels is where they officially announced the rebellion. Mon Mothma was on the thing, and she announced it in that show. So they have to be very careful, because they're rubbing. These shows are rubbing up really, really close to Rebels, and if they're not careful, they're going to fuck with the continuity of Rebels. They already messed up the continuity of some of the books and some of the some of the comics, already with these shows. They got to be careful. They're rubbing up too close. But I like this trailer, and I'm quite interested to see where this is going, because all I saw in this trailer was budget.
No, you know what the funny thing is? I saw a bunch of memes on IG when it comes to Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Kenobi, and the Mandalorian, and it's like you have all four of those, right? Because Ahsoka, I said four, right? Ahsoka, Mandalorian, Kenobi, Boba Fett. Yeah, so those four shows are standing on one side of the screen, and then Diego Luna is sitting on the other side of the screen, saying like no one's paying attention to your shit. So you're not, whatever, because in Rogue One, really, who cared? You know what I'm saying? So who cared in Rogue One? And then all of a sudden you see a trailer like this and you're like, that's why no one cared, because they're actually taking their time with this, and it clearly shows in that trailer. It clearly shows in that trailer. This is going to be something. They're
like nobody wants this show. Well, look, we'll give you a reason to watch the show.
Yeah, nobody wants it. Here we go.
I didn't even notice that there's no K2S. So like, I don't give a shit. Like this is going to be interesting. I can't wait for this shit.
No, it's going to be. It definitely looks like it's going to be good.
We're going to move on to Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I've never actually finished Jedi Fallen Order. So hopefully this doesn't fuck me over with spoilers.
Well, I haven't started it, so
Well, there we go. Share the screen.
Screen is shared.
PlayStation.
Not actual gameplay footage.
This is just some stuff we made up.
Tell me, Cal Kestis.
Is that
Why lead
is that
when
supposed
they won't follow?
That sounds like
It's not. It's not.
Why fight? When you can't win. What is your next move, Jedi?
Who's that supposed to be?
I'll tell you right now if I find it.
Okay, I mean that was cool. That was cool.
The game, the first Fallen Order looks amazing in itself. And again, I've never started playing it. I'm afraid to start playing it because it's probably going to put everything else that I'm trying to finish in the back burner. But it in itself, it looks amazing. Back, how do you spell back to tank? Back to tank.
Who cares? Don't even worry about that. You give me. I mean, it's great. It's great. It's funny that they have that character in the whatever it's called, a Mun or Hume or whatever it is. He looks right as opposed to the actual live action one in Obi-Wan. Like, you know what he looks like. Clearly, that species looks like. You have it in the video game. You have it in the cartoon. You couldn't make the live action guy's head look right, but whatever. So like they're all playing dress up, like it's like friggin'. They found those costumes at Party City. But no, the trailer looks cool. I find it to be interesting. Whoever he's fighting with the cloak and the red lightsaber. I'm kind of over all this I survived, Jedi I survived stories kind of thing. I get people survived. I get it. But I don't care. That's the thing. I got enough of that with, Obi-Wan and Yoda, they survived. And then you had Kanan Jarrus survived. And then you have Ahsoka survived. Maul, he's not a Jedi, but he survived. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. A lot of Jedis did survive. I don't care about their stories. It's all the same thing. And then in the end, when you make them survive too long, you're messing with canon. Where were these Jedis during the rebellion when they heard
the movies?
When they heard of Luke Skywalker? When you heard of Luke Skywalker, you're the rebellion. Where were they? When you heard of Obi-Wan returning, where was he? Where were you? Where was Ahsoka? Where was Cal Kestis? Where were these people? And so when you get to a point where you have to ask where they were, you could say, oh, they fell on hard times like Kenobi and just didn't give a shit about anything. Well, you better show it to us, because with every character that survives and lives, it doesn't make sense. They had to kill Kanan Jarrus because it wouldn't make sense for canon if he was still alive. That was his death sentence. For Ezra, they found a way around it. They shot him off into the universe. Cool. Well, where was Ahsoka? What was she doing? Where was she doing during all this? You're gonna tell me that Ahsoka didn't go running to the rebellion,
following around the Mandalorian?
So I'm just saying. So that's my only issue with this.
2 rumors of who's in that back to tank.
Okay.
Ram Koda or Star Killer.
That doesn't look like a Star Killer to me. It looks like a girl with long hair. There is rumors that they were bringing Star Killer back into canon through Jedi and Fallen Order, Jedi Savior or whatever, which they can. The actor who plays him is around, so why not? But that'd be interesting.
Ram Koda, he was in the Clone Wars. He was a Jedi Master and a General. Supposedly super strong. I'm going through my notes, or not notes, but I'm going through articles. But apparently, like it was supposed to, his death was more or less ruled as a disappearance and a death, which is why the rumors are he's in the back to tank there, because after Order 66 he's been missing. So yeah, those are the 2 rumors. It's either Ram Koda or Star Killer. Right. Which would be amazing if they bring Star Killer back.
They would, but if Star Killer not nerfed, no, he has to be nerfed, but more realistic with his powers, fighting against Cal Kestis, that'd be interesting. But I'd want to play a Star. Everybody would want to rather play a Star Killer. They wouldn't want to play a fucking. Yeah, he would steal the thunder. So it's not gonna be him. Maybe he'll be
just like you said. Like where has he been this entire time?
Yeah,
because he was killed off in the first game, and then he was cloned.
Well, the first 2 games are no longer canon. You know that, right?
Right.
So if they bring him, they can say he's a secret somebody who's hunting somebody down. Who knows? I don't know. I'm moving on to the Bad Batch because, like I said, I don't have much of an opinion on this because I didn't finish the first game, and I probably might have to finish the first game just for the lore and go from there. All right, let's move on to Star Wars: The Bad Batch Season 2, Disney Plus original.
Disney Plus.
Oh my god!
Disney Plus.
You can buy your freedom.
Yeah, I can.
Money can't buy you happiness.
A future.
Those are different colors.
Isn't that what you're after?
We're already free.
Clearly, you're not paying attention to what's happening out there.
Oh shit!
It is time for a new era.
All right.
There are others out there who need our help.
Damn.
We'll take all the allies we can get.
The instrumental is hot. Shit.
Let's go.
Let's get to work.
Woo! Yeah. What? The trailer was dog shit, but the instrumental was bumping. Okay, I was feeling I gotta get that instrumental. What? Could you imagine that being our new intro for Geek Bros? Boom, doom. Anyway, I'm not excited. I don't give a shit at all. I don't care. I've never been on board with why like Bad Batch got their own series after the Clone Wars. I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? The Boba Fett female clone, they have to explain what happened to her too, because clearly Boba Fett doesn't know anything about this clone. That's his female version of him, which is fucking stupid. All right, I'm sorry.
And apparently she's force sensitive to a point.
Yeah, which is stupid. So I was hoping that they would do like a clone uprising season. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was hoping, that they would start leading clones to like uprise and trying to like whatever, avenge the Kaminoans or whatever. But whatever. What did you think?
I don't know. I watched the whole first season. I wasn't really a giant fan of the Bad Batch.
The best part was episode 1. Episode 1 was a shit. Yeah. I loved episode 1 was fantastic. And that's where it ends. There was really nothing else that I really liked.
Well, like you said earlier, you know, it was just a bunch of adults looking after a minor. And then after that, the idea of it just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. This trailer, again, mixed feelings. It looks like a great trailer, but it also looks like one of those trailers where like all the good parts of the season are in the trailer.
I agree. I concur.
I'll watch it for content purposes.
Yes, exactly. Because it's our side hustle, it's our job.
Yes,
for you guys, we're gonna watch it.
But that's it. I'm not very enthusiastic about it.
Nope.
I will do my best to be enthusiastic when we go over it.
Not me. I'll just tell you I watched it. That's it. I'm interested that we saw I'm glad that they're bringing more exposure to the Emperor. I like that he was in, a little piece of Obi-Wan. I like that he was in a little bit of Rebels. I like that he apparently is going to be a little bit of this, because the Emperor needs I think he needs more screen time. I mean, yeah, we got him in a little bit in Empire, a lot of it in Jedi, and episodes 1 through 3, but we haven't seen much of the Emperor. You know what I'm saying? I know he's too high up there to be seen all the time, but no, I want to see more of the Emperor. Let him pop up. Let's get on Coruscant. Let's see what he's doing. Let's get some more of the politics going on. I love that. So
you didn't get sick of the Emperor in the sequel series?
And this is an unpopular opinion, in my headcanon, there is no sequel series.
So that didn't even exist.
So for me, it's episode 1 through 6, Mandalorian, season 1 and 2, and
Rebels.
But I don't see anything, because unfortunately the books, I like the Aftermath books. I like Bloodline. I like all that stuff. But up until the actual sequel trilogy hits proper, I like The Force Awakens, but then Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker soured that for me. So originally it was just nothing after Last Jedi. But after I saw how they wrapped everything up, I'm just like, this is awful. They ruined everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I agree.
So that's about it. All right, let's move on to open mic.
Open mic.
Now, speaking about Obi-Wan Kenobi and the actress, what's going on with her and the Reva
Moses
character.
Ingram.
Moses Ingram. The question has been brought up. Are Star Wars fans racist? No. Man.
Um, so it all originated. I'm sure everybody heard about the alleged onslaught of DMs that Moses Ingram received after the first episode of Kenobi on her IG.
Mhm.
Evidently, there was a lot of racist content in there. Disney came out and said something about it. Ewan McGregor said something about it. A few other people have said something, and everybody, of course, is on her side. My issue is she was not the only and first Black person to portray anybody in the Star Wars saga, because you had what's his name, Stormtrooper.
Let's roll down through it. You had John Boyega,
right?
James Earl Jones is the voice and has been always. Sam Jackson, Billy D. Williams. Ahmed Best was Jar Jar Binks. Lupita Nyong'o is the voice of that alien. Donald Glover was the young Billy D. Williams.
Yes.
We had Tony Cox, was in there, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, and even Ryan Coogler. So I want to make it very clear.
And even what's his name? The Spanish guy from
Diego Luna?
No.
Spanish guy.
He was in Mandalorian.
We even had yes, what was his name? Oh God. Oh yeah. Him, and also Forrest Whitaker.
Yep.
So I want to make it very, very, very clear. I'm pretty sure if this is a racist thing, every single one of these actors would have had to come out and say, this is what's happening to me.
Giancarlo Esposito.
So what I'm asking is it really a racist thing? Or are they coming out and about a poor character, depicted poorly, acted poorly? Because I'm being real. The only, yes, John Boyega, he got a little backlash because, there's no Black stormtroopers. Because they thought the stormtroopers were still the clones. But that guy wasn't a white guy either.
No, but they even said part of the canon was the clones were that whole program was ended. And
right, but people didn't know. Yeah, people didn't know that. People didn't know that. But, they're like, there's no such thing as black stormtroopers. Right. But the original clone trooper was not a white guy. I don't know what nationality. Polynesian. He was Polynesian. I don't remember any racist stuff about that. That's not the Boba Fett. So what I'm saying is, it's maybe there's some racist comments. Everybody, there's nasty people out there. But what the issue was Reva was a terrible character.
She was portrayed poorly. Portrayed
and acted poorly and written poorly with a poor arc. That's what I believe most people were complaining about. She listen, the first episode when she said, "You will bring me Kenobi now." I rolled my eyes. I'm like, this is awful. This is the take. How many worse takes could you possibly think she could have had? And they chose that and said, yeah, print that one. We like that one. I don't know. I don't know what she's acted in. I don't care. But she wasn't right for this role. Or this role was written poorly. Or this role shouldn't have existed at all. You had other established characters. It was terrible. So I'm sorry. If you portray something terribly, you're gonna get it. Unfortunately.
I mean, who was another bad actor that portrayed another bad character? Gina Carano from Mandalorian, Cara Dune.
But they liked her in the end.
Yeah, they liked her, and then she opened her damn mouth, and then she eventually got fired from it. But also another horrible actor.
Yeah,
no one claimed or said anything racist about that.
She was terrible. I think she played a terrible character. I never understood why anybody liked her character at all. You know what I'm saying? Sure, we had Rose Tico, but also Rose Tico was, again, a character written terribly, who stole the thunder of Finn, who was trying to tell him about himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know? So my point is, Disney has a habit of creating strong female leads by belittling the male characters that they're accompanying. Reva belittled Obi-Wan. Okay. Rose Tico belittled Finn. But why? Why did you have to break down the male characters to uplift the female characters? I don't understand that. So what I'm saying is, my answer is no. Hard stop. At least the vast majority. But no actor or actress is beyond reproach, is beyond criticism. My professor told me that when somebody says, "Oh, you can't criticize, you can't tell me what to," what does he say? You
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You can't something. He said you can't, hurt my feelings or tell me that I'm wrong about something. And your response should be, nobody's above criticism. Nobody's above criticism. So I'm sorry if that's your go-to. Oh, nobody likes her because they're being racist. It's a game you guys are playing. It was a bad character. Acted poorly, written poorly, portrayed poorly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I guarantee you, if she was white, it would have been the same thing. If she was Asian, the characters were just, it was a terrible portrayal.
It was very
That's
much
what it was.
so.
Man, I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Well, I was the one that brought this up many, many moons ago to you because, you and I had a little disagreement about it, but then
because you wanted
came
to post, we stand with Moses Ingram, and I said, really?
Well, my whole thing was, okay, because nothing officially was put out there. If there was any racism involved, it should not be a part of this this series, this universe. That's all I was saying. I
agree, and I'm sure racism was involved. I guarantee there's nasty people out there, but to sit there and say that all the nasty hate she got, or the vast majority, was racist, that's what I didn't believe, and that is why I disagreed with you posting the whole "we stand with Moses." Because I guarantee you, it had nothing to do with her race and all about how she portrayed the character. That's how I felt. Which is why I said, why did you put that shit on our Geek Bros Instagram? I was like, really? Really?
Yeah, all I was trying to just make a point was that, if there was racism,
we're two black men allegedly on this podcast.
Well, one and a half.
But who's the half? Who's the half?
I'm black where it counts.
Okay.
But all I was saying is just that, if this was a legit ideal thing that can actually be produced evidence-wise or whatever for the public to see, so they can, whatever. Not that it matters anyways, because who the hell cares?
Mm-hmm.
Racism doesn't belong in this series because literally this is a universe built on different alien races of colors and genders and what have yous. Shit, there's robotic ones out there. It doesn't matter. If there was anybody to say anything racist in regards to her portrayal of the character or just because of her in general, whatever, she's not the only black person, brown person, yellow person to have starred in any of these movies. There's been so many of them.
Exactly.
So many of them. So it does not belong here. That's why at the end of the post I said, if you are a fan of this series and you are racist, you are a very piss poor fan. You are not a real fan because there's so many different portrayals, of, again, colors and aliens in this universe. It doesn't make any sense. So that's my whole basis. I mean, I may have just put it out there differently, but my whole means behind it was, if there was actual racism behind this, you are not a fan of the universe, go watch something else and do something else with your life, because this is not it. This is not for it. If she was in direct contact or received some sort of direct attack, racist wise, we feel for her because she's not the first one. I'm sure many actors in portrayals of different movies, like the upcoming again, off basis, but same company, next Disney movie, Ariel is supposed to be a colored woman, and there have been many backlash on that as well. Again, who cares? Watch the damn movie. Who the hell cares? Just watch how the actor is portrayed. Watch how the character is portrayed. Leave the race out of it. Because
you're gonna hope. You see, here's the thing, though. There's established material. Ariel is white. She's a white redhead. Okay. if you're gonna change that, then what our issue is that you're changing it for a stunt, for inclusion. If you're changing it because she's the best actress, I get it. What our issue is, are you changing the race and the gender of these characters
because of the social norm that's going on now, or the social craziness?
Because of inclusion, or are you doing it because the actor or actress you found fit that role so well, you were willing to change making him a colored person? That's a difference. That's the difference. That's okay. But that's not what's happening these days. That's why people are getting so pissy, because you're changing the race and or gender, sex, excuse me, race and or sex of these characters just for what? Inclusion, for the message. That's the issue.
I get that portrayal, but at the same time, people have to realize the other side of that conversation. If they didn't do it, then the other side of that conversation would be upset and crying about it.
Then create original characters.
Yeah, original content with different
this is gender. Don't circumvent
what already
exists just for the message. That's my issue. And this is a black man speaking. I agree. I don't like the idea of a black Superman. I don't. Why don't we just make a black superhero and hope that gets the people out there?
Funny story. Mm-hmm. There has been backlash in the upcoming What If series from Marvel because Miles Morales portrayed Thor.
Into what, season 2?
Yeah.
How'd they get Miles Morales?
Don't know the story behind it, but there was a portrayal of Miles Morales as Thor, and that caught a lot of heat. A lot of heat.
Really?
Yep. I'll send you the information when I.
But why did that catch heat? And
because it's a black Thor.
But we had a black Star-Lord.
Right. I guess they didn't want to touch that because Chadwick Boseman is dead. Don't know. But it caught a lot of heat to the point it caught a lot of heat to the point of the person that created the art had to have formally apologized for it.
To apologize. Exactly. I would have gone on there and said, fuck all y'all. It's just...
Right. Because my thing is, the show is called What If.
Right.
What if somebody's story was
that's
changed?
That's at least a good excuse to fuck around with identity politics.
Right.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. But these are the kind of things that upset me as a person of color, because it's just like, why fight that? Who cares? Like, I understand, okay, you want to see Ariel as a white girl with red hair. Okay, whatever. Who cares? At this point, whatever the content is, just let it go, man. Who cares? I mean, I'm sure at one point they're going to be like, oh, Bambi was portrayed by a white female actor. But
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you just sit down and let it happen, then you lose the cultural zeitgeist that is some of these properties. So you can't, I'm not saying, see, you're going the one extreme. Who cares? Shut up, eat your popcorn, watch the movie. Then there's the other extreme with these people like, oh my God, boycott. I'm more like, ask questions. Why? Why are we doing this? I'm telling you right now, if the Black Ariel is the most amazing thing ever, got nothing to say. All I would say is people give it a chance, give it a chance.
Right. No, but that's all I'm ever saying.
But don't just sit down and take it. If you don't like it, voice your opinion, because let me say right now, if we just took it on the chin, Sonic the Hedgehog would have looked like a fucking mutant. Okay. It's because we voiced our opinion. They said, "Oh, we fucked up," and they fixed it. So,
and then they threw him in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
I haven't seen that movie. I heard about it. I heard that's one of the best parts of it. Ugly Sonic or whatever it is. So I'm just saying, voice your opinion, but don't be nasty about it. Voice your opinion, move on. But no, to go back to the original question, Star Wars fans are not racist. They're just allergic to shitty characters. They're allergic to shitty development. They're allergic to shitty stories. And they might lash out at the wrong person. You shouldn't be lashing out at Moses Ingram. I'm sure she did the best she could, what she had. It just wasn't good. I wouldn't lash out to her. I'd lash out to Disney. Why did you create this
Mhm.
character? Why did you write this character? You know what I'm saying? It's like
Exactly.
it's like you catch your significant other cheating. So you beat the person they're cheating on with. That person has nothing to do with you. You should be fucking up your spouse. And that's what I'm saying. Stop going after the actors.
And then my other issue with the Kenobi series, in Rebels, how many Inquisitors did you see?
2, 3, 4.
There was a few more.
No, there was the Grand Inquisitor. Then there was
Right.
the 2 that was chasing them, and then the third one they found on Korriban. It's
Right.
4.
Now,
4 total.
in Kenobi,
Uh-huh.
right? You see 4, right? The Grand Inquisitor and the other 3,
Yes.
right? The second female,
I don't know what her point was. Who is she? Who is she?
She made a catch. I'm an Inquisitor. And
Yeah.
then she's out.
Who was
That's
she?
it.
Yeah. Who was she?
And then the Asian Inquisitor, whatever brother he is, I don't know, whatever brother he is, he was just there for dialogue.
Yeah. He did nothing.
He served no purpose.
He did nothing.
So that was my other issue.
In
with
theory,
the portrayal of her.
In theory, the Grand Inquisitor served no purpose. He didn't have to be in the movie
Yes.
at all and show it all.
He came in, you do this, you do that, you need
Yeah.
to calm down. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm back to life. Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
He served no
Um,
purpose.
no.
It was just Reva.
It was
But-
yeah.
And that's also my argument is you based all of the Inquisitors or your full focus on I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Your full focus is on just the one Inquisitor. You bypass all the other ones.
I'll make it very clear. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Mm-hmm.
the nemesis of Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
And he
And
only
your
had
focus is on
he
Reva.
had one. He had one. In Rebels, a no-name Jedi and his no-name Padawan were chased by the Grand Inquisitor, by 2 more Inquisitors in season 2,
Mhm.
2, and a third one met them there.
Yep.
They had 4 Inquisitors in their lifetime following them. You had Reva
And that's it.
going after Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. And that was the main issue that, having watched the entire series,
Mhm.
that's now my argument. Now, again, all racism and whatever comments was made on the side, because again, I didn't read any of it. None of it was published, whatever. Her portrayal, if she was the main focal point, it should have been written better and her acting should have been better.
Yes.
And that's my main issue with the whole series as far as Moses Ingram is concerned.
Yes.
Again, I'm sure you were great in other movies. I do not know what you played in.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know
sure
her.
I've
I don't know
watched
her
you-
working chops. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
what she's
sure I've
done.
watched you in something else and I just completely forgot at the moment. I'm drawing a blank.
She just didn't.
But it was just horrible here.
This wasn't her. This wasn't her thing. She didn't belong in this series. You
Nope.
know, or her character didn't, or the way it was written. But in the end, an actor, there's a director, and the director says, "Cut." Yeah, print. Moving on.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it's the director's fault. It's the writer's fault. So no, I'm hands down. Star Wars fans aren't racist. They're just allergic to bullshit. That's
Mhm.
my final thought. All right, so that's about it. We're good to go. Look, we actually did an open mic, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Yes, we did. Finally.
All right, so we love some comments and questions from the audience. Email us. Let us know what you think. Shim's promotion before we rock it out, man.
I am Man on YouTube and Facebook. I forgot because there's so many going on right now. I'm also Man17093 on IG, ticker of the talkers, snapper of the chatters.
I know that's right.
Something else I can't remember right now. IG. There's so many accounts I'm in charge of right now. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
It's great that I don't have to do any of this shit.
Except the funny thing is, if you look at my stuff, you won't see anything because I've been on everything else. It might be a quick repost from something else.
That's
but
right.
My personal accounts are empty now.
That is
because I'm so
why I always
focused on
needed
everything
somebody
else.
to be handling our social media. I couldn't do it all. It was just too hard. So
Yeah, it's
the fact
extremely
that
hard.
the fact that Man took over and is really kicking ass with this shit on this podcast and our other podcast is just a breath of fresh air because I would have no time to do any of what he's doing. I don't even know how he does it all day at all hours.
This is how.
Oh shit,
See
that
this?
makes a lot of fucking
Yeah.
sense.
Do you see? This is how.
That makes a
I
lot
have
of sense.
both accounts on 5 social media. I'm posting one on one phone, and then I started doing it on another.
That makes
That is
so
how.
much sense. I never understood how you did that shit so fast.
That
You
is how.
have multiple phones like a creep. All right. You can find me, Viberev Studios, VIBEREVS2DRAOS. That's Instagram, Twitter, .com, Facebook. No TikTok. It's never gonna happen. I just don't got time for that. You can check us out, the Geek Bros, at our Twitter and our Instagram. That's at Geek Bros with a 0, GEKB or 0S. Now on TikTok, look out for our new hot take series. Also, that's also at Geek Bros with a 0, GEKB or 0S. Email us, geekbros with a 0 at yahoo.com, GEKB or 0S at yahoo.com. Send us anything. We will read it. You want to call us dickheads? We'll do it. We'll read anything. Facebook.com/Geek Bros with a 0. WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place to listen to our podcast when we're podcasting properly. We are doing it. And YouTube.com/Viberev Studios for now to find this fantastic video recap. Yes, we have a I caught it. Yes, we have a Geek Bros YouTube. Yes, it's coming. I'm working on it. It's just there's so much content. You guys don't understand. We have 4 or 5 years worth of content that I have to go through and catalog and put on there as its own thing. It's a lot of work. And I do it. That's like literally the last thing on my list. When I have nothing else to do or I don't want to do anything else, I'll dick around with that. It's gonna take some time, but it's there. If you want to subscribe, go for it. Geek Bros at a 0? Shit, I don't know.
It better be.
I don't think so. I think it's just Geek Bros. Period. Hold on. Let me go to it right now.
It better be, because I made everything else 0S.
There it is. Geek Bros.
Following through. Been following through with it.
Geek Bros. Oh, I don't think we actually have a vanity thing yet because we don't have enough subscribers. We have a single subscriber. That's me. So go to youtube.com/Viberev Studios, and when you're on my page, on our page, on the studios page, you can actually scroll all the way down to More Vibe Studios, and when you scroll past all the old channels, you'll see right after From Baking the Beans, you'll see Geek Bros, and it's right there. Subscribe so you get the first look when these things migrate over, because all our new content will be going there soon. So just letting you know, it will be posted. It will
right now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it for keeping the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.